Hello and welcome back. I'm Dinotopia and this is Dino Topics Reviews. For anyone new, this is a series where I build and review a movie scene in Minecraft. Last episode we worked on the well house from It, but we didn't finish the interior. So today is going to be a little different. There are a few projects I need to complete, and I also want to get better enchantments for my gear. I will still be talking about a few movies I've seen this month, but I will not be building anything for them. You can kind of consider this a mini movie review episode as I work on upgrading things around my world and prepare for the next episode. As always, if you have a movie you would like me to review, please leave a comment below, and if you are upset I'm not building anything for the films I am currently talking about, complain enough and maybe I will come back to them at some point. The first thing I decided to do was trade with villagers. I have plans for my trading hall soon, but right now I was able to get 2 mending villagers, Silk Touch, Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3, and Efficiency 5. This took way too long. Before I continue my builds and upgrade my tools, I need some levels and materials, so let's hop into the first review. Primitive War is a new indie dinosaur action horror film based on the book by Ethan Pitus. This film follows a rescue team entering uncharted territory to locate a missing platoon when they are ambushed by prehistoric predators. As my name would suggest, I have a soft spot for dinosaur movies. Jurassic Park is an all-time favorite of mine, and I'm sure I'll get around to reviewing it one day. This film checked all the boxes for me. Several over-the-top action scenes with raptors, plenty of blood and horror, and evil Russians. It takes place during the Vietnam War, and I found the grittiness and camera work added to that aesthetic. The main cast of characters were serviceable, and remind me of the dynamic in James Cameron's Aliens. But the main hook of this film is the dinosaurs, and with a budget of roughly 7 to 15 million, the CGI was great. I was very impressed with the variety of dinosaurs used throughout, with varying degrees of scientific accuracy. They also accomplished making feathered dinosaurs feel threatening. It's obviously not fair to compare this to the newly released Jurassic movies, but several lingering shots on a T-Rex and Quetzalcoatlus serve their purpose. If I had any criticism on the CGI, I'd say using the same asset for every raptor was distracting. The biggest negative I'd give this movie is not hiring real Russians. Some of those accents were atrocious. Despite that, if you're looking for a fun action movie with a cheesy plot and some scary dinosaurs, I highly recommend checking this one out. I'd give this an iron tier. Now that I finally have Silk Touch, I was able to do something I promised in the last video. Check out that review for both It Chapter 1 and 2 if you haven't yet. What are you doing? Finally, Pennywise the Creaking Clown. Five Nights at Freddy's is the sequel to 2023's Blumhouse hit and based off of Scott Cawthon's games. It follows Vanessa, Mike, and Abby as they try to put the horrors of Freddy behind them. But when Abby is called back to another pizzeria location, a new threat and more animatronics will emerge, causing havoc on their town. I will be honest and admit I am biased. I grew up on these games and had an amazing theater experience opening night. I can also admit these movies do not have the best dialogue or screenplay. Learning that Scott was the sole writer for these movies makes so much sense. I know he is very protective of this property, especially after Security Breach, but Second Eyes would definitely benefit this film. However, I did find this film to be an improvement over the original. I felt like they took some of the criticisms to heart to make this more scary than the first. All the new toy animatronics from Stan Winston's studio looked incredible. I just wish we got more time with them. Chico was a big part of this film, and I was very impressed with Megan Fox's vocal performance. I was worried she would phone it in, but her and everyone involved really seemed to be putting an insane amount of effort into their performances. As everyone has already said online, this is for the die-hard fans. But I cannot let my excitement cloud my judgment fully. I'll put this in Iron tier as well. Here it is, the completed exterior of the well house. Ignore the cobblestone, I forgot to remove it. The inside is not completely done. I still need some more bookcases for the glass effect, along with getting some more candles. This is going to be my enchanting and potions area. I might add an easy sugarcane farm at some point, but for now, this is what I could get to. There's only one more area that needs some more beautification. Wake Up Dead Man is the third film in the Rian Johnson Knives Out series currently streaming on Netflix. After the personally disappointing modern sleek feeling sequel Glass Onion, it feels like Rian Johnson has returned to the original's roots. A beautiful Victorian church is the main setting and a closed-door murder mystery to uncover. This film feels more personal than the last as Josh O'Connell, played by Judd Duplancy, struggles with his faith in being the main suspect in the murder. He does a great job carrying the first 30 minutes in just his dialogue alone, in a make-or-break opening. A bold choice to have Daniel Craig's detective show up 30 minutes in. This paid off for me as it set up the stakes and characters, but might have also given the audience an easy guess on who the killer is. Daniel Craig once again has so much fun as the Southern detective Benoit Blanc. I found myself hanging on to his every word during his over-the-top exposition. I only wish I could have seen this in theaters, because the cinematography and lighting felt like they added so much to each character's inner struggles. I highly recommend checking out this film in theaters. If not, Netflix will do. This is easily an Emerald tier. There we go, just some small modifications, but it's made a huge difference. I now have better gear, and I'm ready to work on a bigger build in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, and I hope to see you soon. Let's cut.